there will be some chaos. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it, pray over it. Help those who are being spit out by the chaos. Talk to people that you love.
Why is this being allowed to happen? What is the purpose to continue when so many people know about it? When is it going to stop? It seems to, all this negativity seems to be going on, these fighting's been going on for forever, and the awareness of it doesn't seem to change anything.
Yes. The awareness is slow to ripple through and cause changes. The goal of those who are more awake and aware is to have this a revolution of love and not of violence. And because this planet is rooted in violence, that vibration is the familiar one. So the revolution of love and light has not taken hold because it's such a unfamiliar vibration to most who are here. The ones who are trying to bring the light and love are surprised by the inability of the others to harmonize with that vibration. They assumed that it would be easier and would spread more than it has. So again, because of free will, the positive faction cannot just come in and end it and take over until each person comes to a realization and chooses a side. Most don't know that they need to choose a side, and most don't know what is evil and what is good. So until the confusion is cleared up a bit in their own minds, this needs to proceed, because if they are forced one way or the other without their participation, it will happen again.
Is it possible to remove the root of all evil? Talking about Cain, son of the serpent, Abel, son of Adam. Eve was tricked. Is it possible to remove the root of all evil?
So that is a story which has been passed down with allegory and messages and warnings, and the Garden of Eden and Paradise, which was given to those who wanted it, was disrupted because of boredom, curiosity. The ease of Paradise and Eden was not enough for those figures, so they disrupted it themselves. They had everything, but because they worked for nothing, it seemed they seemed unfulfilled, which is why Eve was able to be tempted and they were thrown out of the cocoon that they had been in. So humans' history is based on discontent of perfection. So the journey back to perfection is a difficult one because the ability of the consciousness to not remember the trauma is corrupted by the evil ones. So the evil ones want the trauma to continue, and the good ones want to remember that from where we came is where we will go, and to be satisfied with all that God has to offer without looking for something outside of that perfection.
Is that story even true? The Adam and Eve story?
Not as a story of truth as far as a life that was lived, but the energies of it, again, as humans who've had everything given to them and are in a place of peace and love, still looking for something outside of that. That is the part of the original story that is important. Of course, most things in the Bible have been corrupted to control humanity in a way that has led to where they are now. So all of the stories of the Bible have a seed of truth to them, but have been twisted to trick humans' minds and brains into thinking that they are literal stories of reality, where they are allegory, and inside of them are universal truths, but they don't show, obviously, because of the corruption and the desire to control through those stories. There was never just one woman and one man anywhere. There was a burst of creation that happened in the multiverses that created many things at once.
So are you saying that humans were more than one was created at one time?
Yes.
So we don't all originate from the same mother and father, original.
We all originate from the same source, which is God.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean even that which became evil was sourced from God?
Yes. Everything is sourced from God.
So can we not go back to God and request the assistance to stop the evil?
That is the only way that it will be sure to happen. That is why praying is so important.
Can we do this now? Can you show us how to do this now?
It is essential for each person to do that. So you are already doing it. She's already doing it. More people need to connect with the source and pray for peace and pray for light and pray for. So the way to reach more people is, as you are praying, ask to pray for those who can't pray for themselves or don't know to pray. connect in with them and energetically, and connect them to Source, to the God, through your connection. Act as a conduit for other souls to bring them to the feeling of that Source and that God. Everything is all one. And when we get back to the one, that's when all will be healed.
Mm-hmm.
We separate and lose ourselves in the separate on the differences, but once we realize that it's all one, that's when the unity and peace and all will resolve.
Can you help us with this so we can stay strong?
I know that many are weary. It is a difficult task, but you are all up for the task, or you wouldn't have been chosen and you wouldn't have agreed to go. Know that there is an end in sight, and every bit of what you've gone through will have been worth where you are going, not only for yourself but for others. Stay positive. Stay strong. Take good care of yourselves physically and mentally. Connect with like-minded people as much as possible. Do not feel that you need to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. That just lowers your vibration. You can stay away from those who are not as aware, but still affect them from afar. Just keep believing and remembering that God is always with you, and as you walk through these times, you will get through them. It is a heavy burden, but you will come to the other end and feel the lightness and the freedom and the success of your trials through this darkness. There is no one way or one thing. It needs to be gone through differently by everybody and discovered in their own way. And that's how it will be released eventually.